Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is time for tea. So, okay, I made a video for you guys yesterday, okay? I swear to God I did, and it still hasn't posted. I did get a little deep in the video, and like I always say in my shorts, you know, like it's giving like they don't want me to post, like they don't want me to talk, but I'm gonna do it anyways. So I hope you guys are being patient with me. I'm gonna be posting them. I don't care how long it takes, but I'm gonna post them. Let's get the juices flowing, okay? I'm gonna post them no matter what. It doesn't matter. And I'm gonna talk about sorry, my kids are in the living room watching Paw Patrol. I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about. I'm gonna say what I have to say, and I'm gonna just speak what needs to be spoke, right? Yeah, so I just hope you guys are being patient with me. It doesn't even take this long to post on my other channel my readings. My readings sometimes are like an hour, 20 minutes or something like that, and it doesn't even take this long. And I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to post a video and that's that. I'm not going to put a picture. I'm not going to put a whatever. I'm just going to post them. I don't care. All right? Because sometimes it'd be like, you know, the pictures on the video. So I don't care. I don't care what it looks like. All I care about is for it to go up. 144. You know what I'm saying? Like, all I care about is that it goes up. Because again, like I said in yesterday's video, when you guys finally see it, you'll see. I said, us as chosen ones. We get hated on, disrespected, and all this other shit, and think that it's all shits and giggles. And no. You don't play with God's children. You don't play with God's chosen ones. Doesn't it say in the Bible that God is a very jealous God? Okay, so no. Do not play about his children.
Help me, please.
Yeah.
Help me. Help me. Say help, please.
Help, please.
Nagalesa.
Here you go, Poops.
Thank you.
You're welcome, my love. Uy.
I like my slime.
Okay, mi amor.
Mommy, I thought this is the worst day ever.
Huh?
When I was about to say worst day ever. You want to know why?
Why?
Because I played twice.
You what?
I didn't play with nothing.
That doesn't make it the worst day ever, honey. Okay?
But like, you wanna know like?
Okay,
because I couldn't find my paper and I gotta show my teacher and my teacher no sabe que I finished my 10 and I finished my 10 and yo sabía que mi papá estaba volando and I thought it was somewhere else.
Okay, well, maybe she'll notice next time, okay?
No, that was like there was a little crack in the door.
Okay.
It's a volando.
Okay, bye. Thank you very much for sharing. Ándale pues, córrele. Sorry. But yeah, nobody's gonna stop me. Ain't no stopping us now. Okay, so I got the Palo Santo and I got some sage. I light it how I want to. Oof. Yes, it's giving everything it needs to be given. Yeah, so not even the videos, you know, that are like an hour and 20 minutes on my, you know, on my readings, it takes this long. Even with a picture for a thumbnail, and you know what I'm saying? So I know we out here speaking facts. People don't want us to make them take off these damn masks that they 444. Oh my God, dude. People don't want us to literally make them take these damn masks off that they've been wearing for so long. We are literally forcing these people to take them shits off and face themselves. And I know because of the type of people that they are, that is something that is so fucking difficult for them. Us as chosen ones, as light workers, as beings of God, of beings of light, it's not difficult for us. It's difficult in a different way. We're not scared to show who we are. We're not scared to tell the world, like, this is me. You like it? Cool. If you don't, oh well. I'm not here to fucking make you feel comfortable. The fact that you feel uncomfortable with me, that sounds like a you problem, not a me problem. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that we're literally forcing them to show themselves without even doing anything. And that's the best part of it, is what I would love to say. Yes. That is the best part of it. And I think that's the best part of it. That literally without doing anything, just making a video makes them twitch. It forces them to go inside. And some don't even do it. Some are like resisting so freaking hard. It's almost like they're on like you know what I just got? No. And we're not like that. We face the music. We show ourselves. We're able to be vulnerable in that sense because we are working for the Most High. Because we serve the Most High. Right? Because He does everything out of a place of love, out of a place of kindness, out of a place of pureness, out of a place of light, of humbleness, loving, you know? And I'm not even going to answer that. I'm getting a phone call. You see what I'm saying? Ooh, I'm not even going to do it. So that's where we do things. And I'm not going to get ready. I'm ready already. You see, I got shoes on, everything. You see my shoes? I'm ready for the day. I just don't want to wear makeup, guys, okay? I'm just not in the mood to wear makeup. It's a beautiful day. As you can see, it is beautiful. Beautiful day. I ran a couple of errands, up, down, all around. I've been up and down and all around all day. Mom? Yes. Okay. Allí. Y vaya a lavarse esas manos. You know, so yeah, they're not going to stop the growth. They're not going to stop the process. They're not going to stop anything. Don't mind the nail, guys. I'm telling you, like, look at this one is like split in half. Yeah, so it's just not going to stop. It's not. And I'm speaking my truth, you know. We're not here, well, at least me, I'm not here talking shit about people. I'm speaking my truth. I'm speaking my story. I'm telling my truth, my story. To let other people know maybe that you're not alone. Like if you're a chosen one, right? If you're a light work, if you're a chosen one, life hasn't been easy. You know what I'm saying? Life hasn't been easy. And it probably still ain't. And it probably ain't. It probably still... It ain't. It's not. You know, we still have those mountains to climb. We still have hurdles to go over. You know, the work is never done. The healing is never done. But I feel like talking about it and releasing it and letting go and all that helps that process, you know, move along. And it helps us also ascend to a different level. So we can be able to clear path for others as well. You know, as a tribe, I feel like when you do find your tribe, right? When you find your tribe together, you help one another. You can lean on one another. you know, you find that tribe and you say like, this and this happened, that and that happened. I don't know how to feel. What do you think? How, you know, what advice do you give me? Or, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel regardless if you're a chosen one and you have gifts, right? Gifts on top of gifts on top of gifts, you still need somebody to lean on. That's facts. That's literally what I heard. To lean. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. Guys, when I tell you, I'm just looking at people creeping in my house, okay? I was raised in the streets, guys. Okay? So, that's literally what I be doing. What did Drake say? I like a girl that's book and street smart. But I had no choice, right? I had no choice. So I had to get it together. But yeah, living on the streets, you feel me? I'm always on my toes, and sometimes I try not to be like that. Sometimes I try to just not 11-11. Not everybody's out to get you. Not everybody is coming up to start some shit. You know? But either way, I'm always like on the lookout. I can't help it, okay? It's just how I don't know. Like I said in my last video, if you guys really want to know, ask questions and things like that, let me know in the comments and I'll make a video. I'll write down all your questions on my little notebook and answer the questions to the best to my ability that I can. So it's not like a freaking 5-hour video, okay? But yeah, I was raised in the streets, okay? I was involved in gangs, okay? Believe it or not, I was involved in gangs. I was a gang member at one point. You know, I took after my siblings, 12-12. I took after my siblings. My oldest brother started it. He started it off, and well, the rest of us followed. 2-2-2. My goodness, it's like every time I turn, I look at the number. It's just like, I don't know why, but the fact that the sun is out today brings me joy. When I made this short earlier, I was literally in my car about to take my babies to school, and it just brought me so much joy. It just brings me joy that the sun is out. You know, so those little things, I live for little shit like that now. Maybe those are things that we never really appreciate, you know. It's like the little things because we're so focused on the hard shit or the things that are like, fuck, why is this happening? Why is that happening? Fuck, this is getting like, oh my, you know what I'm saying? We're like always stressed the fuck out. And we don't appreciate the little things. And I do appreciate the fact that the sun is out, y'all. Look at 333. You see what I'm saying? Like, I do. And don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure if something pops off, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? Seriously? You know? But I'll probably just have that moment. And that's it. You know, I won't. I just won't. I just won't. Like, I'm living my life right now like I literally have 0 problems. When I don't have enough fingers, okay? But I'm 14. I'm living my life like I'm happy. I feel free. I never realized just how of a dark cloud I had over me while being married and with my mom and with my siblings. You know, because with my siblings, even though they were younger than me, My siblings were, I'm sorry, okay? I don't mean to be... If you have a good relationship with your siblings and you and your siblings are a close fist, good for you. And I mean that. I mean that. Good. I love you. Good for you. And I mean that. Because not a lot of families are like that. Really like that. Like close fist.
Mommy,
Not a lot of families are like that. So if you and your family are like that, good for you. But my siblings were assholes. They were so mean to me. They were just mean. And again, like I've said in my videos, when my mom wasn't around, we would be cool. Right? It's almost kind of like, how can I say it? Like, if my mom wasn't around, it was almost like, hey, well, maybe she's not as bad as mom says she is. Well, maybe she's not, I don't think she's doing what mom be saying she be doing. You know, like they question the narrative that she put out there about me, right? But as soon as she would show back up, she would like poison their minds and poison their brains. Like she would manipulate them to the T. And I wouldn't be surprised if she used magic on them to keep them that way. For them to continue to hate on me. Because, like, for example, if I was cool with my sister for like a whole 4 or 5 months, the moment my mom would show up for 2 days, that was it. That's all it took. I'd call my sister and I'd be like, hey, what are you doing? Nothing. Why don't we go out and grab a coffee when you drop off the girls? No. Okay, so then how about we have lunch later? Nah, I'm busy. Or how about, nope. And then, nope. It like, just short. And I knew right then and there, she had already stepped in. Or, she would call me, right? And be like, oh, look what mom bought me. She bought me this and she bought me that. And she bought my daughters this and she brought my daughters that. She got them Michael Kors backpacks for all 3 of my daughters. And she bought me like so much makeup from Sephora. This, that, you know what I'm saying? She would call and like presumir, you know, like show off everything that my mom had gotten for her. Because she knew damn well that my mom never bought me anything. Even when I was a kid. Even when I was a child, she wouldn't buy me a motherfucking thing. I would wear my oldest brother's clothes for school. I was in middle school, like 6th, 7th grade, and he was already in high school. And mind you, my brother's like 6 feet something. Okay, I'm like 5'1". Okay, what am I doing in boys' clothes, let alone cholo boys' clothes? Like I had baggy ass dickies that I had to wear with like, you know, the belt that went all the way across to hold the fucking pants together. Hey, no griten. You know, because yeah, she wouldn't buy me shit. And my sister would do that even as an adult, okay? She would even do that as an adult. She would she already had her daughters. She was married. And she would call me and we would start talking about whatever, right? And then slowly she would throw it in there. She'd just be like, oh yeah, mom bought me this cute ass jean jacket. I didn't even think she was gonna buy it for me. The jacket was like 120. And she was like, here, because I love you, blah, blah, blah. You know, so she would do shit like that. Then my youngest brother, not for nothing, but like their relationship seemed very codependent. You know, it was giving like, it was giving what it was giving, yeah? So it seemed very that, you know? So every time if I would get into it with her, and I would say something to her like really out of pocket, oh my God, he was like a spring, those little, you know, he would immediately jump up. Bitch, don't you ever, woo, 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 woo. You know what I'm saying? He would call me out my name. And now that I'm talking about it, I would I remember how he would be like, boo, 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 wah, wah, wah. And she would just be in the back like this. And I'm pretty sure in her mind, she was thinking like, get her, get her. You know what I'm saying? Because that's exactly how she would manipulate them to do, because my sister would do the same. I would always tell her, like, fuck your mom. I don't give a fuck about your mom. I would call her your mom, like her mom, not my mom, right? 2020. I'm like, fuck your mom. I don't give a fuck about what your mom got to say. I don't give a fuck about your mom's opinion. I don't give a fuck about what your mom thinks about me. I don't live my life based on her opinion or based on her thoughts about me. And immediately, don't you ever... And my sister was very like, I see, this is the reason why I think this channel works, because as I express everything, that's why I think this channel works, because the more I talk about it, the more even I start to realize, oh shit. And that's how I'm going little by little, putting the puzzle to the pieces together. 11, 11, 1, 1, 1, sorry. You know, I'm going little by little, putting the pieces together by expressing it, saying it. You know, because I had a veil over my eyes for so long that didn't allow me to see who they really were, to see what they really were about, to see what they were really doing to me, how they were attacking me, how they were coming for me. You know, she would always say that she loved my son, my oldest. She would always say, I'm my kitty, kitty, because that's what she would call him when he was younger. She would always say, oh, my son, he's not your son, he's my son, but never did a motherfucking thing for him. I mean, not even change a diaper or give him a bottle. But fuck, when I tell you my sister's daughters or my brother's daughters, my brother's kids, sorry, because he doesn't have, well, he does now. He has a daughter now, but my brother's kids or my sister's kids, oh my God, right? They got Michael Kors backpacks, 222, Michael Kors backpacks and whatnot. And I would always think like, fuck, like, what did I do to you? What did I do to you that you hate me so much? It's the damn demon inside of her. It's the damn demon inside of her that hates me. Because I'm not a demon. I'm a being of light. I'm a chosen one by the Most High. And that's what you hate about me. So because you can't take that away from me, because you can't take my light, because you can't take my power, because you can't take what is supposed to be meant for me, you might play with it a little bit. God might let you play with it a little bit to see if you make the correct choice. But since you didn't, now you get to see the wrath of the Most High, right? Because you played with one of his chosen ones. But that is what you hate. It's not me. It's what I represent, what I stand for, who I am. That I always do the correct thing, that I always do the right thing, or at least I try to. I live my life by always what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. By admitting my mistakes, by admitting when and where I have fucked up and when I haven't. By setting boundaries for those people. Not just her, for everyone. By setting boundaries like, no, I don't hate you. No. Sorry guys, my kids are acting a fool. You see what I'm saying? Like, I know that this is irking a nerve. And I don't care. I don't care. I was a quiet kid. And like I always say, I don't remember a lot of my... I don't remember a motherfucking thing. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't remember nothing. Nothing. And that is one thing that I find so odd. Because I know, like, my brother remembers things from when he was like 2 or 3. And I can't remember that shit to save my life. I don't remember shit from when I was like 10 or 11, 14. I don't remember. So I wouldn't doubt, again, that spell work maybe was involved. Maybe I was given something to, like, kind of slowly erase things from my mind. So maybe she wouldn't be found out what she was doing, or whoever was doing what they were doing to me. Whatever, right? Because how are you not going to remember something from when you were like 10? You know what I mean? So I had the veil on for so long from all these people. And she always says, like, oh, you were so quiet, you were this, you were that. I was that because of what was being done to me. Like, she physically tried to get me out. She physically tried to, like, just have me not exist. And she would blame it on other people. She would always say that my oldest brother hated me. That he hated me, that because he was so used to being an only child that when I came, he was pissed off and he hated me. And he tried to end me by, like, drowning me or something like that. And the divine showed me that that wasn't the truth. That she was actually the one trying to do that. And maybe he was actually there witnessing it. And maybe there was also something done to him for him not to remember that. For him not to remember seeing her doing that to me. Because I literally had a vision of it. Like I was living it in that vision. So that's why every time she would be like, you're crazy. Well, you say you don't remember, so how do you even know that what you're saying are facts? Well, you say you don't remember, so how would you say that this, that, you know what I'm saying? That's what she would do. She would say it off always to that I didn't remember. So if I didn't remember, then I was lying. Or if I didn't remember, then I was crazy.
Can I help you?
¿Qué quieres? Oh. If I didn't remember, then I was crazy. If I didn't remember, then I was a liar. If I didn't remember, then, it never happened. If I didn't remember, you know what I'm saying? Like, she would always, like, really hold on to that. And she created, like, a whole ass narrative about me that's completely the opposite of who I am. So that's why when she would go away, me and my siblings would get along. And when she was around, me and my siblings wouldn't. And since both of my siblings are bipolar, both of my younger siblings are bipolar, like, they're unhinged, very unhinged. She would play with that. She would trigger those buttons for them. So again, they would be unhinged and they would go off the wall. And so who looks crazy? They do, not her. And so then when I would call her and be like, fuck, how come my sister's doing this to me? Well, she would say, like, well, you being the older sister, you should reach out and forget and tell your sister that you're sorry. But I didn't do anything. Well, Richard, well, that's my brother's name. Well, he called me a bitch, and he called me a whore, and he called me a slut, and this, that, and the other thing. And I didn't even do anything to him. Like, he's unhinged. Well, you should figure out why he called you that, and then call him and apologize. You know what I'm saying? So she also would stick up for them, but tell me, because I was the bigger sister, that I should be the bigger person and go and apologize to them. And like a dumbass, I would. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I would. Just so I can continue to have the friendship with my siblings, because I did love my siblings very much. I cared for my siblings very much. I had like I say, when my mom wasn't around, our relationship was really, really nice. We would do things for each other. So I really did love my siblings, and I took care of my siblings. When there was no food in the house, who worked and buy groceries? Me. When my mom would disappear for like 3 days and she would leave my sister home alone with no food, who would take her food? Me. I would call my homies. I'd be like, yo, my sister's at home. My sister's home alone and she doesn't have this and she doesn't have that. Can you go drop her off some food? I'll pay you back later. And the homies would go and drop her off some food. If I couldn't because I was at work. My brother for a really, really long time, maybe up until he was like 25 or 26, he was basically slumming it. He was like a bum. He wasn't homeless or anything, right? Because we all lived together, but he always looked bummy. He never had clothes. He never had socks. Like, he didn't have like the necessities for somebody. Like, I don't know, boxers, socks, a cool pair of shoes, a sweater, some regular. And who would buy all of that for him? Me. I would buy him undershirts. I would buy him t-shirts. I would buy him socks. I would buy him underwear. I would buy him a shaver, shaving cream. I would buy him just anything he needed. And even now, his girlfriend fortunately passed away in an accident. And while he was grieving, he had just moved into his new apartment. I set up everything in his apartment. I bought him a stroller for his daughter. I bought him a crib for his daughter. I bought him plates, forks, knives, cups, a bathroom set. Like, I set up his whole entire apartment. Because he was grieving. I took care of his daughter. Just for him to literally turn around and like, and when I tell you it came out of nowhere, because we weren't even talking, we weren't on the phone, we weren't nothing. I thought we were cool. Most of the time when my siblings would like spaz out on me like that, it always came out of left field. It would always come from like nowhere, and I would always be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I did not understand. I would not understand. I would just ask, like, what the fuck? Like, you need help. Go get help. You need it. You need help. Because, like I said, I thought we were cool. And then out of nowhere, he got mad because I wasn't putting his daughter before my kids. And I'm not about to do that for no motherfucking body. You know, my kids even come before me. You know what I'm saying? So what makes you think I love my niece and I'm so sorry that you're going through for what you're going through, but I'm not about to put your daughter before my children. I'm not about to put anybody before my children. That was the problem. That was the trigger. Boom. Fuck you. Woo, woo, woo. Wah, wah, wah. Da, da, da. And wah, and wah, and wah. Period. Done. We're done talking.
Mommy, who is this? Louis.
Yeah, we were done talking. It was over. And I haven't talked to him since then. I think it's been like 2 years now. You know, but it was like, what would, like, I feel like a normal person would understand that, right? That my kids come first, second, and third, and then the rest of the world. ¿Qué, papi? You know, and no normal person would tell another person, pick my kids before your kids. Pick me before you. Pick, you know, no normal person would do that. You know, so for him to be like hella mad that I didn't pick his daughter over my children, again, it just shows, I'm sorry guys, I'm putting this little egg for my daughter. It just shows how unhinged you are, and the fact that you need help. And I hope he finds it for his daughter's sake. And I hope that, I pray for her so much, because I can only imagine what is in store for her being raised by him and my mom. I can only imagine what is in store for that little girl. She's 2. She's about to be 3 in September. You know, so I pray for her and I ask God to please remove her from there. She has family that is willing to take care of her on her mother's side. Like her grandmother, her grandfather, auntie, like they tried so hard to be involved, and my brother just blocked them, pushed them away, and pretty much took my niece away from them, just like he did to me. After me doing all of that, he pretty much just isolated himself. But again, that's because of my mom. He does that because of my mom. He makes it, again, very codependent. She makes it towards where he can feel that she's all he needs. He doesn't need nobody else. He doesn't need me. He doesn't need a girlfriend. He doesn't need nothing. And that's why also he treats his women the way he treats his women. Because it's giving that. You know, it's giving that. So I feel like that's the reason why the video is only like 40 minutes long. It shouldn't even take forever. I turn on the Wi-Fi. I take off the Wi-Fi. I take it off and then otra vez. No. Okay, this is the last time. This is the last time. If you break it, I'm not putting it back together, okay? Yeah, I take it off, I put it back on, I do this, I do that, and it just does not want to post. So again, I know that what I'm doing is what's meant to be done. You know, we're forcing these people to face their own demons and to take care of that. If they don't want to do the shadow work, I mean, eventually, pues, karma comes back around, and it takes what's the word I want to use? I have it like in the tip of my tongue.
What? No, that's not fair.
I can't remember what I was gonna say, but karma comes back around. You know, checklist, check, such and such, check, all right, here you go, such and such, check, here you go. Because you don't want to do the work. And then on top of that, you don't want to do the work, but yet you're still continuing to attack the chosen ones. The ones that are here to make a difference, to try to make the world better, to try to do things from a place of love, from a place of kindness, from a place of healing. And you get those people, right? Sometimes you're like, no, well, I'm not like that. I don't, like, if somebody does something wrong to me, I don't say like, oh, I'm going to do that to you, just 10 times worse. We don't do that. I do it from a place of love, and I forgive and I release. And they're like, the fuck is that about? You know what I'm saying? So you get those kind of people. But if they don't get it, then oh well. Right? Eventually they will, hopefully. But then again, you do have those that are resisting. And the more they resist and the more they continue to attack, God eventually takes care of it.
What are we gonna do? I don't know.
Because we are not to be fucked with. They've already fucked with us enough. when we were blind, we couldn't see it, and or we did see it and we still kept going back, because that's how I was with my mom. No matter how much I knew that she would, you know what my mom used to do? After I had my first son, I have epilepsy, so I used to get Social Security when I was like freaking 22, okay? Because of my epilepsy. She used to steal them from me. She used to steal my checks and go and cash them and take my money. That was literally the only money I had coming in. And then she would turn around and say, oh, well, if you're not going to work and if you're not going to get money, or if you're not going to get this, if you're not going to that, you're going to have to leave. Because everybody pays here. You're the only one that's not paying, and you're not going to live here for free with a child. Meanwhile, she's stealing my money to do witchcraft.
Welcome to your new home.
After all that, I always still helped her out. Because I would always say, right, well, she's my mom. She's the only mom God gave me. I would still respect her on that level. That's the mother that God chose for me. That's what I would always say. Well, God chose this mom for me, so I have to respect her. God chose this mom for me. So if she's out and about in these streets with no money, no food, no place to live, nothing, then I have to help her. And I would give her money. She lived with me more than she lived with any of my siblings. Rent free, everything free, food for free. She was living here for 2 years for free. She told my husband, oh, I'll pay $500 a month. Those $500 never came for 2 years. But yet, she hopped in bed with him.
So what's your story, kid?
That's the first time I've ever said that out loud. So again, all of that had a purpose, because he had to go too. My ex-husband, he had to go too. If you were that weak that you had to hop in bed with my mom, you're weak. You're weak as fuck. And if I took all of that, plus the attacks, the spiritual attacks, and the attacks in the 3D, if I took all that and I'm still standing right here, right in front of you, with a smile on my face, happy as hell, we are not the same. We are not the same. We are not the same. We are not on the same level. There's levels to this shit. We are not on the same level. And that's not me saying that I'm better than you, or that I'm higher than you, or that I'm greater than you. No. That just means, again, we are not the same. You can't take the struggle. You're not about this life. And you run around like you are. Again, another mask. Another fucking mask. And we are here to force them people to take off that fucking mask and show their face. And just show how weak they are. And to be able to turn it around and turn that weakness into strength. And to turn that facade into your real face. To show your real face, who you really are. They don't have it. Again, weak as fuck.
I just wanted to assure the public there will be no more embarrassing mishaps.
Because there's no way how somebody like me can live on the street and survive that. And I'm still here. There's no way that somebody can survive what I survived when I was living in El Salvador by myself, and things happen to me there that are never supposed to happen to somebody, let alone a girl a child,
Get me a new pair of pants.
because I was like 7,
My new pants arrive. We'll take
6 maybe,
from the top.
and I'm still here with a smile on my face. So I bend, but I don't break. And that's for somebody. I felt that. That's for somebody. You bend, but you don't break. You bend, but you do not break. I don't know. That was for somebody. Oh, I just got goosebumps. That was definitely for somebody. You bend, but you do not break. Motherfuckers out here trying to break you, you know, because they don't want you to find your path. They don't want you to find your purpose. They don't want you to find you. Even, again, like I said, even if you're not a chosen one, a light worker, even, you're just a good person. Period. Even if you're just that, you're just a good person and you're being fucked with. Those people are gonna know who the Most High is. I'm sorry, my kids are fighting. Even if you're just an all-around good person, a good human being, you do the right thing all the time, or you try to do the right thing all the time, right? Even if you're, if it's just that, something as simple as that, those people that are attacking you are always gonna know the wrath of the Most High. Because you're messing with somebody that is an amazing person. You're messing with somebody that does the right thing. Take the high road. You're at an impasse with a relationship or situation. It is now time to think bigger, release desired outcomes, and take the most positive course of action. Yeah, and this is it right here. Speak your truth. You know what? Put it in the comments. Let's talk. Tell me your tea. Tell me what you've gone through. Tell me how life has been for you. With siblings, with mom, with dad, with cousin, with auntie, with uncle, with grandma, with grandpa, with the neighbor, with the dog, with the cat. I don't care. I want to know. Because I know I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one that's had hardships leading up to where you're at right now. And again, regardless of what you are, if you are chosen or you're just someone who does good, period. What? What in the hell? Walk away. Walk away. You're wasting your precious energy on something that will not bear fruit. It's time to turn your attention to things that are more aligned with your soul's purpose. Take a chance. It's time to step outside your comfort zone. The world is waiting for you to take a chance. When you do, you'll be rewarded with a newfound confidence and enthusiasm, and will begin to attract new results. I feel like exactly what it is. Oh, shit. Stuck in fear. You're thinking of all the things that could go wrong, but what about the things that could go right? Make a shift in your thinking and take inspired action anyway. I feel like this, again, basically is what I'm doing. These type of things, like what I'm doing now, talking to you guys, my readings and things like that make me happy. The sun that's out right now makes me happy. It inspires me to be out, to do things, to stay up, to keep my vibration high, to keep my energy at an all-time high. It inspires me to do that. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys like the video. Again, I don't know when they're gonna post, But all I know is that I'm making them post. Okay? Los quiero mucho. Bye.